Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the streamer, the Shrimper stream. And Lincoln, can you turn that down, please? I can hear myself. Sorry, that's off-putting. Hello, and welcome back to the Shrimper stream. We've had a bit of a break, an hour or so, but we're back once again. We have a new event. I am BHA Waiter, and this is the F1 quiz. We have 6 very eager, very nervous participants ready to take part in this quiz. We will go through them one by one, but yeah, this will roughly last about an hour before we have our next event going on. So things going well so far. And once again, this is all for the cause of Shrimper, for his fund page to help with his friends and family. After he lost his life, and he is of course always in our minds. So hopefully everyone's going to have some fun with this. It's semi-serious for those people that are here officially taking part. The chat is open. We have a person here that is dedicated to the chat because I need my phone for something else. And you can take part in answering the questions as much as you like, or if you're watching back, obviously you can pause the stream at the question and then have a go yourself. So without further ado, let's get things underway. Let's meet our contestants. So we will start off with Ali Ferrari. So Ali Ferrari, tell us a little bit about yourself. Anything you want to share. Also say hi. It's the idea.
Hello everyone. And maybe that's it, I guess. Or I can just begin with saying that I've been racing in RSF1 for about like a month and a half now, and I've only participated in 3 races, or actually no, 4. And on one of them, which was Russia, I actually had pole, but the race didn't go well for me.
I remember that. Also, yes, so thank you very much for joining RSF1 and this quiz. All the best to you. You will be the very first question, so good luck to you. You can get the you'll be getting the ball rolling. But welcome, Ferrari. Next up, we have Mega Centurion. Hello, Centurion.
Hello. I do some streaming every now and again, and I have 2 wins in my entire RSF1 career. About 3 seasons.
Nice, nice, nice. And you looking forward to the quiz?
Of course.
Yeah, you actually bigged yourself up, so I'm kind
when
of
did
thinking.
I do that?
You did that as soon as we started. So, but good luck to you. Yeah, I'm expecting big things from you, Mr. Centurion. Next up, we have one of the high admins in the league who does quite a bit, actually. It's Mr. Muddy Biscuit. Hello, Muddy. As I said, you do a lot to the league. A lot of people know you, and you obviously do a lot of behind-the-scenes work, and obviously very much appreciated. But in terms of your F1 knowledge, you were another one that said, or have showed your little knowledge in F1. Are you expecting to do well in this quiz?
Yeah, don't give away the secret, but yeah, anyone who knows or knows RSF1 knows I'm used to bottling championships, so I'll probably bottle this today.
Well, you're currently leading F2, are you not? So you're not going to bottle that one, surely.
Oh, no.
I'll do that again in a few weeks.
Oh dear.
Alright, but thank you for joining, Muddy. Next up, we have RSF1 Hippo, the hippopotamus. He's not a hippopotamus in real life, of course. But good afternoon to you, Hippo. Thank you very much for joining. Now, you're on the opposite end of the spectrum of the 2 beforehand. You don't think you're going to do very well at all, but I think you're a dark horse.
No, I don't expect anything. It should be fun, though.
Well, that's what it's all meant to be. And, of course, you are stream chat, I believe. A couple of others are... I did hear it from a couple of others. But you are checking up the stream, so any comments so far from anybody watching? We've got 14 so far viewing.
Not really. Ben saying Pastor Maldonado will win the 2021 World Championship, though. I'm not sure about
that. Fair enough. Keep believing in that. Yeah, but thank you very much for joining, Hippo. Hopefully you will do better than what you think you will. You'll get at least a point. I will say that. You should get at least a point.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining, though. Next, we have RSF1 Lincoln. Back-to-back race winner, if you put in your Discord, I might add.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you mean. So, thank you very much for Lincoln. Current championship leader of the F4 division as well, to boot. How's your knowledge? You joined actually quite late, actually. Joined today, didn't you? So
yeah. Don't know when my father's picking up my child, so... Yeah, hopefully he just doesn't randomly turn up. Should be alright.
Hopefully that won't happen. But thank you very much for joining Lincoln at the very short notice. Hopefully you do well. And last but most certainly not least, a community favourite, I guess. A lot of people know you, Mr. RSF on Locker.
A lot of people love me.
A lot of people love you.
Don't know why.
Is it love? Are you sure it's love?
Well,
sure?
I don't know. I'm shy, really.
Really? I'm shy. You're speaking right now. But yes, you will be the last question in the first round. So you'll be well clued into kind of how it works and everything else. So
yeah.
But good luck to you.
Thank you.
And good luck to everyone here. So let's get this thing underway. And again, chat, you can have a go at the various questions. We will pop in every now and again. We're not keeping score. Well, I'm not going to be keeping score because I can't keep a look in the chat, unfortunately. But I will look back on it later and we'll see who gets the most at the end of the stream. But let's get things underway. So how this is going to work, each participant is going to get several questions. Each question has a multiple choice of answers, and they will have 10 seconds to answer each question. However quickly they answer it is however many points. For example, if they answer it within a second, they get 9 points. If you answer it immediately, they get 10 points. I wonder if there's going to be a 10-point correct answer. The idea is, do you rush in quick without thinking to maybe score better points, or do you think about it? That is the major question. Of course, those in the chat, please encourage not to cheat or use Wikipedia. Obviously, I can't police that, but it's up to you. But what's the point? This is for fun, of course. And all participants have been told exactly the same. So, without further ado, let's get underway. In the background is just a F1 car that I made the other day, which is the RSF1 colours, as well as a shade of pink for the cancer support research as well. We've also got a little RSF1 logo on the front of the car, you may notice. So, let's start off with the very first question. Mr. Ali Ferrari.
Yes.
Are you there, Ferrari?
Yep, I'm ready.
Right, so remember, I'll be taking your very first answers, and of course, no help from anybody else in the chat. So the first question, remember the timer will start as soon as I finished the answers. Where did Michael Schumacher notch his first Grand Prix victory?
Spa.
Was it A?
Oh.
You gotta wait until I say the answers first.
10 points, maybe?
Okay. Now I will point out, I should have mentioned what round this is. The first question that each of you got are relatively easy. Relatively. They do get harder.
Oh, forget it wrong now.
I mentioned that. Yeah, I know. They do get harder than this. Okay, so the first question, and Ali Ferrari just jumped in anyway. Might be wrong. Where did Michael Schumacher notch his first Grand Prix victory? Is it A, Hungara Ring, B, Spa-Francorchamps, C, Estoril, or D, Imola?
Oh.
That's answered within 1 second. So for 9 points,
But come on, like...
is it Spa?
I already said that it was Spa before you even started.
Yeah, you didn't. You jumped in. I told you to wait until the end.
So 9 points.
For,
No problem.
for 9 points, is it Spa? Of course it is. Of course it is. So 9 points for Ali Ferrari. Make sure you wait next time. Alright, so the next question. Reminder, these questions are from 1950 up to 2019. They don't include 2020, 2021, etc. So keep that in mind as well. So Centurion, next question is for you. Who has won all 3 Indian Grand Prix to date? Is it A, Sebastian Vettel, B, Fernando Alonso, C, Lewis Hamilton, or D, Nico Rosberg?
Sebastian Vettel.
Again, a 9-point question.
How's that on 10?
So close to 10. Very close. So for a 9-point question, was it Vettel? Of course it was. So 9 points for you as well. Alright, well done, Centurion.
Thank you.
They do get harder than this, trust me, they really do. You think this is easy? Then they kind of are if you do.
That's why I'm being the hardest one.
These ones.
Easy?
Wow. So next question, we will go to Muddy Biscuit. So, for which team did Sebastian Vettel make his Grand Prix debut? Is it A, Toro Rosso, B, B&W Sauber, C, Red Bull Racing, or D, Renault?
BMW Sauber.
Well,
By 0.1 of a second, this is a 10-point answer. And you're saying B, BMW Sauber?
Yeah, 2007 USA.
show
You
off.
are exactly correct. 10
Oh,
points.
I'm going to do so bad.
Nice to know I'm getting the
And me.
easy ones wrong.
Wait, it was
I mean,
BMW Sauber, but it wasn't 2007 US Grand Prix because that was his actual debut to Toro Rosso.
Grand Prix debut.
Cheers, Vettel!
Oh,
Grand Prix
Grand
debut.
Prix debut with Toro Rosso actually in
Because
2007.
he replaced Robert Kubica. Because Kubica had that big crash in Canada the race before.
So yeah.
I'm not questioning it.
Alright. Next question. This is for you, Hippo.
Woohoo!
Okay. Again, you have to answer your question once I've done the suggestions. For which team did Paul di Resta make a one-off appearance in 2017? Was it A, Sauber, B, Force India, C, Renault, or D, Williams?
Force India.
This is for 7 points. It's unfortunately Williams in Hungary. No worries, Hippo. No worries. Give it a good though. Gave it a good go though. To be fair to you, he did race previously for Force India in 2013. I think his last year was.
I don't know.
Yes, he made a one-off appearance for Williams in Hungary 2017.
That's a lot harder
problem,
than the
Hippo.
questions we got.
They are, I mean, they're relatively easy if you know Formula 1 in general. So,
I have a memory of a Sith.
alright. Go to the next question.
Let's get Google ready.
Lincoln,
Yes.
this is for you. In which year did Honda's Earth car livery appear? Was it A? Was it A, 2007, B, 2008, C, 2004, or D, 2009?
A. Yes.
Get off Google.
9 points.
I'm guessing.
You couldn't have typed Google in that quick.
You
Not
say
that
that.
quick. So for 9 points, is it 2007? It is.
Yay!
Well done, Lincoln.
You got like voice command on Google.
Yeah.
Talking to Siri.
Unlikely.
Hey Siri.
So well done. Well done. That's a good one. Yeah, they had that. It was an interesting livery, wasn't it? That sort of map of the Earth. Or was that a guess? Wow. All right. Last question of the round goes to Locker.
Yay.
Okay. So this question.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you have to answer the questions once I've given you the suggestions or the options.
No problem.
In which year did Williams last win a Grand Prix? Bear in mind this is 2020 backwards. Is it A, 2012, B, 2008, C, 2014, or D, 2005?
2012?
This is for 8 points.
Ooh.
2012 is correct.
Yeah, boy.
Yay.
Well done. Pastor Maldonado. Funny enough, was mentioned earlier in the stream by Mr. Ben. So, yeah, 2012. They got very close to 2014. I think Austria and Silverstone were a couple of times. But yes, 2012 was the last Williams Grand Prix win. I think it is actually the last one that they have ever won. So, so well done. That is the first round. As I said, the questions get a little bit harder after this. So,
Yay.
yeah. So,
Keep guessing,
Can't
Dave.
wait.
right, so well done. At the end of the opening round, we have Ali, Ferrari, and Centurion both on 9 points. Locker on 8. Lincoln on 9 points as well. Sorry. Locker on 8. Muddy Biscuit with 10. Hippo yet to score. But you, as I said, Hippo, you will score points. I promise you.
I hope so.
So, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Anything in the chat so far? I'll go over the answers later, but any comments so far?
Not particularly. Lots of people getting the right answers regularly, though.
Fair enough. As I said, it gets a lot harder now. So, well, they get harder if they get a bit more broad in the knowledge. So this time we go to round number 2, general knowledge. So these are, as I said, a wide spread of facts and figures about Formula 1. And these guys are going to get 5 questions each. We'll run through them as quickly as we can. So we start back off with Ali Ferrari. Questions for you.
All right.
Which country has hosted the most Grand Prix?
Italy?
Is it A?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait
Okay,
until
I can go
I
once again.
finish the... Come on. Which country has hosted the most Grand Prix? Is it A, Great Britain, B, France, C, Italy, or D, Germany?
C. Italy.
Nice. For 8 points. Italy is the correct answer.
Oh.
Why can that one be mine?
You knew that one.
No, I guessed it right.
The way you joined the party. The way the party order works.
I'm the party
that.
leader.
Oh.
Oh, sucks to be you.
Right, so well done, Ali. You're on 17 points now.
Thanks.
All right, next question. This is for Centurion. Who did Michael Schumacher replace at Jordan when he made his Formula 1 debut? Was it A, Andrea De Cesaris, B, Roberto Moreno, C, Mauricio Gugelmin, yep, or D, Bertrand Gachot?
Gasho?
Or
was it
5
De
seconds
Cesaris?
left.
Oh,
Have to take your first answer. for 5 seconds left. Bertrand Gasher you're going for. And you were tossing and turning between, what was the other one? De Cesaris?
De Cesaris. I thought De Cesaris until he said Gasho.
Good thing you changed your mind. Gasher is the right answer.
Hey.
So 5 points. 5. That puts you on 14 points now. Good on, Centurion. Alright. Next question. This is for Muddy Biscuit. Who is the only driver to have won the World Championship with both Ferrari and McLaren? Is it A, Kimi Raikkonen, B, Niki Lauda, C, Alan Prost, or D, Ayrton Senna?
Prost.
For 9 points, is it Alan Prost?
Oh dear.
Can't say louder.
Yeah.
It is Niki Lauda.
Untitled Chapter, yeah.
74, 76.
I can tell you, if I just go to the
I know
answer,
it now,
because
Muddy.
it gives me the reason as well.
75, 77 and 84, wasn't it?
E. Right, here we are. Niki Lauda, yes. So Lauda won the championship twice for Ferrari in 75 and 77. Went to Brabham, retired, returned for McLaren, and in 1984 won the title again. So Lauda was the answer.
Don't worry, Muddy, I got it
Alright.
wrong as well.
Yeah, difficult one to be fair, but as I said, they get a little bit harder moving on. Alright, Hippo, you are next. So, next question for you. In what season did a stray priest result in a safety car at the British Grand Prix? Was it A, 2003, B, 2005, C, 2000, or D, 2008?
I'm gonna go B, 2005.
For 7 points, you're going with B, 2005.
Yeah,
Where
why
a
not?
priest ran onto the track, causing a safety car. It was A, 2003.
Oh,
Oops.
No worries, Locker. I mean, Hippo, sorry.
no, it's not
Don't get me
Still
confused with that.
No.
It's alright, Locker.
Wow. Insult. Insult. Yeah, 2003. Ran on to protest about something, and yeah, right in front of several cars. It was very, very silly. But yeah, don't encourage anybody else to do that, because yeah, no point. But no worries, Hippo. Good luck on the next one. Lincoln, you
Yes.
are next. So, question 5. Alright, so which driver holds the record for the longest time between Grand Prix wins? Is it A, Rubens Barrichello, B, Riccardo Patrese, C, Kimi Raikkonen, or D, John Watson?
Raikkonen.
So for 9 points, you are going for Kimi Raikkonen.
Yeah.
It is the wrong answer, I'm
Oh.
afraid. It's Riccardo Patrese.
Never would have guessed that.
Anybody else knew that?
Nope.
Nope. I was going to say, I would have said Barrichello personally.
No one got that, I don't think.
Wow. Yeah, Riccardo Patrese. If I just quickly
Who's he?
drove in the 80s, I believe, for Patrese. If I go
Muddy
If I wasn't
to,
even a thought then.
if I go to there, Riccardo Patrese. Oh wow, over 6.5 years, October 1983 to May 1990, elapsed between Beseeche's second and third Grand Prix wins.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Most of us weren't born.
Blimey. Blimey.
At least you can get wins.
Right. No worries, Lincoln. That was a difficult one, but yeah, 6.5 years.
I told you I wanted
Jeez,
that
imagine
first
going
one.
that long. Imagine going 6.5 seasons in RSF1 without winning a race, or between wins.
Yeah, Hefo.
Who'd do that?
I'm only halfway there.
All right, next question. This is for you, Locker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a relatively interesting one.
Oh, God.
For which team did Damon Hill drive in 1997? Was it A, Williams, B, Prost, C, Jordan, or D, Arrows?
Arrows.
Oof, 9 points. For 9 points, did Damon Hill drive in 1997 for Arrows?
Of course he did.
Certainly did.
Boom.
I wanted that to be wrong.
Well done. Nice question there. Yeah, got shoved out of Williams, in my opinion, very wrongly.
They had
Had
a,
to end up...
if I remember
He even
rightly,
won
they
the
had a blue and
championship
white
in
livery as well.
96.
Yeah, won it in 96 in the Williams, and he had already been replaced by Frentzen for the year
Who?
after, and he had to... Heinz-Held Frentzen?
Yeah, doesn't help.
You're just saying who to every person I mention, aren't you?
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah, was shoved down to Arrows, a backmarket team pretty much. Although he nearly won in Hungary if it weren't for a car failure. I was gutted for that one. Yeah,
God, I'm good.
Arrows is the name, which moves you on to equal points of Ali Ferrari.
Ooh.
As we go to the next set of questions. So, Ali Ferrari, back to you.
Alright.
Who is the last defending F1 World Champion not to have won a Grand Prix in the season following his title win? So this driver had won the season previously, the championship,
I know
but
this
then
one.
didn't win a race
I
the
think I
next
know
one.
this one. Alright, go ahead.
Okay. Is it A, Jacques Villeneuve, B, Damon Hill, C, Michael Schumacher, or D, Sebastian Vettel?
Okay, I actually don't know this one.
3, 2,
B.
1. For 1 point, you're going with B or D?
I said B.
Yeah.
B, Damon Hill.
Yeah.
The answer is D,
B.
Vettel.
Oh my god.
Did
I
he not
didn't
win?
know this.
I was thinking
one.
Rosberg, but then,
I just guessed
yeah,
it.
I didn't count it.
Was that after his
There's
fourth
20
title? Would have been, wouldn't it?
Yes, in 2013, and then he didn't win a race in 14.
Did he not?
Oh.
What a
No,
bad driver.
'cause he's in that Red Bull, wasn't he? Where they dropped a little bit and he
Ricciardo
couldn't
won
keep up
3.
with
I
Mercedes
misunderstood
Ferrari.
the
Yeah,
question.
Ah.
Okay.
I hope I'll get the next one right. But yeah, I
Alright.
misunderstood the question.
right, no problem. Right, next question. This is going to you, Mega Centurion.
Lovely.
By what other surname was Ayrton Senna known? Is it A, De Silva, B, Dos Santos, C, Caixinha, or Caixinha, however you pronounce that, or D, Sotomayor?
D? Alright. Yeah, good.
You're going with D,
Yeah,
Sotomayor.
sure.
It is A, Da Silva.
Oh, should have known that one. God.
He was in Brazil, which is also part Portuguese, and that's a part Portuguese name. Right,
They
no
all
worries
are.
into it. I did tell you. I did. Yeah, they can. Yeah, actually, to be fair, yeah,
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, Ayrton Senna da Silva was his other known nickname.
Who,
I did say these were going to get harder.
who's Senna?
Please don't tell me you know Ayrton Senna.
You die, Repo.
Wow.
I only know it's in
Blimey.
on my team.
Fair enough.
Awesome.
Wow.
Right,
these days.
moving on. Moving on. Next question. This is for you, Muddy Biscuit. You there, Muddy?
Hello, yeah.
Okay. This next question for you. Which of the following drivers has not raced for Sauber in a Grand Prix? Has not raced for Sauber. Is it A, Felipe Nasr, B, Adrian Sutil, C, Sergei Sorokin, or D, Antonio Giovinazzi?
So,
Was that Sorokin?
the Rotkin, yeah.
Right, so this is for 7 points. To take the lead, but no, to equal the current leader. Going for Sergei Sorokin, which is correct. Well done.
Guess that one as well, didn't you, Lincoln?
Give me that
Yeah,
one.
Giovinazzi had a couple races, I think 2018 or 17, Nat Blue Gold Sauber. Nasr was obviously 2015, and Sutil was a few years before, I think. 2015, maybe? Can't remember the exact years, yeah, but yeah, Sorokin never drove for Sauber, so well done. Muddy, you have now taken the equal lead with Ali Ferrari, currently. Both on 17 points. So going to our next question. E42. Alrighty, we go to Hippo next. Alright, you there, Hippo?
Yeah, just about.
Cool. Alright. Which car won the most Grand Prix in a single season? Is it A, the McLaren MP4-4, B, the Ferrari F2004, C, the Mercedes W07, or D, Ferrari 2002?
A.
Going for McLaren MP4-4.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Do any of you guys know?
It's got the highest percentage, but not the most.
I know
right.
it,
Not a clue.
It's the
but it's not the
Mercedes W7, isn't
McLaren.
it?
It's definitely not the McLaren.
So I think I literally just watched the 2014 season review or something.
G40,
It,
G42,
I think it's
the
the
answer.
Merc from 2016.
Yeah, Mercedes W07. The answer was C.
Oh, it's probably because the length of calendar or something, isn't it?
Yes, the amount of races.
Oh well.
As somebody just mentioned there, the McLaren MP4-4 is the most percentage, but they had fewer races. So technically the record is the amount of Grand Prix in a season, which that Mercedes in 2014 was just ridiculous. So
No, it's 2016,
No
not
worries.
14.
16, yeah, sorry.
2016.
I think they broke it in 2014, then did one better in 2016.
Correct. No worries, Hippo. Good go though. I mean, you're on the right lines with the McLaren, but yeah, as I said, the Mercedes won the most amount. No problem. Right, next question, Lincoln.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is for you. What is the smallest ever margin of victory in the World Drivers' Championship? Is it A, 1 point,
Oh.
B, half a point, C, 2 points, or is it D, 0, the championship was decided on countback?
D.
Going for D,
Yeah.
I think it's B.
0 points, championship was decided on countback.
Half a point.
The answer is B,
Also get that one.
half a point. Between Lauda and Prost, I believe, in
1984?
1984. Yeah.
Wow.
Never
I don't
been
know
done
that
on countback.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, someone
Might
said it in
be-
the stream
might-
earlier.
Mm.
What's his stream
Might be next weekend. Could be decided on countback in the
No
real
way.
life one.
Max will bottle it.
Hopefully.
We'll see about that. But no worries, Lincoln. Yes, half a point in 1984 between Lauda and Prost. All right. Next question. This is for you, Locker.
Mm-hmm.
How many drivers have won the World Championship? And this is up to, I said, doesn't include 2020 or 2021.
Okay.
This is up to 2019 and including, so it's at the end of that year.
Okay.
Doesn't change it.
How many drivers have won the World Championship? Is it A, 33, B, 29, C, 37, or D, 42?
29.
Going for B, 29. The answer is A, 33. Oh.
I can name 2.
Well
So
done.
very close. So very, very close.
Not the only one that got it
Fortunately,
wrong.
no cigar. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit troublesome, these points, isn't it? Alright, we go back to Ali Ferrari for your next question.
Points are overrated.
Oof, this is a pretty difficult one. I'm sorry, Ferrari, but away it goes.
Okay.
So, in what year did the 6-wheel Tyrrell P34 make its debut? Is it A, 1978, B, 1976, C, 1974, or D, 1977?
Can you repeat the options again? I think
Okay,
it
I'll
was
start the timer again. At the end.
78. No, it wasn't 78. It was 76. 76 must be 76.
Had to take your first answer, remember?
Yeah, I said 76.
You said 78 first.
Oh, I heard 76 first.
But that wasn't my final answer. But I'm guessing 76.
Remember, I had to take your first one.
Oh, okay, then it's wrong.
78.
Damn it.
It is 76, but as you said 78 first, unfortunately, I had to take that answer. So no points for you there. It is 76. 1976 was the year. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Alright, next question. Mega Centurion, this is one for you.
Yep.
Who replaced Alain Prost at Ferrari for the final Grand Prix in 1991? Was it A, Ivan Capelli, B, Nicola Larini, C, Emmanuel Pirro, or D, Gianni Morbidelli?
Larini?
Was that Larini?
Larini, yeah.
Yep. So, and the answer is, unfortunately, D, Gianni Morbidelli.
Ugh.
So no points that one. This is getting a lot tougher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. We are going to have to cut a few of these questions short because I believe Warzone will be starting in a fair few minutes. So we'll do a few more questions of general knowledge, but we'll move on to the next round in a bit. We'll each get one more question. Well, these will be the last few here, and then we'll move on. Right, Money Biscuit, next question for you. Now?
Yep, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. How many drivers have won both the F1 World Championship and the Indy 500? Is it A, 2, B, 5, C, 1, or D, 3?
3.
Going with 3.
2, that's pretty
And was
simple,
that a guess or?
Oh, I think I can name 2. I believe Stewart, Fittipaldi, and Graham Hill. I'm not too sure about Stewart. I know Fittipaldi and Graham Hill, but I probably couldn't. I don't think there's 5. So sort of 3 was a good bit of ground if I'd forgotten someone.
There is 5.
Ah.
It's 5, I'm afraid. Sorry about that.
Do you know who the others are, or is there not time?
There won't be time for that, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Got to hurry things on, but no worries, no points there. Hippo, next for you. 23.
Keeping a clean sheet.
Alright. There's this question. So this is a bit more recent one, so you might have a decent go at this one. Who was the youngest driver to race in a Grand Prix in 2019? A couple years ago. Was it A, Pierre Gasly, B, Lando Norris, C, George Russell, or D, Lance Stroll?
Would it be A?
Going for Pierre Gasly.
Yeah.
Lando.
Oh.
Lando Norris.
That was an easy question.
Yeah. Did seem it.
No worries. No worries, Hippo. It's alright.
Remember seeing the thing where if he got a podium at the USA that year, he wouldn't be able to drink the champagne. He was below 21.
Yes. Alright. So 2 more questions in this round. Lincoln, next for you.
Yay.
Ooh, this is a bit of a tough one.
Thanks.
Let's see how you can. No worries.
Just guessing anyway.
Yeah. Guess to get most points straight away.
How many Grand Prix did Lewis Hamilton win at McLaren? Is it
2.
A, 24, B, 18, C, 16, or D, 21?
B.
Going for 18.
Yeah.
It's 21.
I said that.
No, you said 18.
No, he said
Can't
B.
pull
He
that
didn't
over.
even say
I said B.
Did you say D or B?
I can't speak.
I swear you said B.
I think he said C, to be honest.
You said the
You
wrong
said
answer.
B. You said the wrong answer anyway.
Oh.
No worries. Alright. Alright, so Locker, last question of general knowledge goes to you. How many children of Formula 1 world champions have won the world championship? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 4, or D, none?
None. Oh,
8
sugar.
points. So no.
First
he's
place
missed.
Keke
off.
Nico.
And then there was
Yeah.
You're not going to get any points, but do you want to have another go? Because it's not none.
No.
Wait, what?
It's at least 2.
It is 2.
Yeah.
Why did you get another
It
goal?
is
I had a right brain fart then.
Doesn't get any points, Ferrari. Doesn't get any points, Ferrari.
Oh.
What a right
No,
brain
you got any
fart that
points
was.
for. Yes, Nico Rosberg to obviously Keke Rosberg,
And
Damon Hill to
to Graham
Graham Hill. Alright, so that's general knowledge done. I do realise we are pushed for time for our next event, but we are gonna finish this
They
one.
can wait.
Because they can wait for a bit. It won't go too much over.
Warzone's
alright? So they can wait, alright?
I can.
So after general knowledge, a very difficult general knowledge round, we have a three-way tie for the lead. 17 points each for Locker, Muddy Biscuit and Ali Ferrari.
another win, bastard.
14 points for Mega Centurion. 9 points for Lincoln. And Hippo yet to score. But you will score a point, Hippo. Promise.
Oh, I want a clean sheet.
You have been very close on a few
Something
occasions.
Brighton
so-
don't have at the minute.
Uh-huh.
I have to bring it up.
That was a bit
eventually.
below the mark.
Was a bit below the belt. Was a bit below. Right, so as we're pushed for time, I am going to skip over the years question.
Oh no. Anyway.
Or the years questions. So there. So that should bring that down. Okay, we may go over past 4 o'clock, but
Who cares?
not too much. Yes. All right. So next round, you'll get one question each on this one, and this is about drivers. This is just purely on drivers.
All right.
All right. So the first question goes to you, Ali Ferrari. Oh, this is an interesting one. I like this one. I remember reading it and thinking, yeah, clever. So remember to give your answer once I have read up all the options. Who is the only driver to have led every Grand Prix in which he raced?
Wow.
Was it A, Alberto Ascari, B, Nicola Larini, C, Juan Manuel Fangio, or D, Marcus Winkelhock?
It is, I think, Juan Manuel Fangio.
It's the Winkle Rock.
That's right.
For 2 seconds left, so for 2 points. Was it Fangio?
Yes.
No, Marcus Winkelhock.
Wait, who is that?
That one.
Spiker 07.
2007 in the European Grand Prix, his only Grand Prix he contested, he led because of the wet conditions, if you remember.
He retired.
Yes, yes.
I think Bernd Mailander.
But it's true.
Ah.
But it's true. He had a lead of 30 seconds before the safety car came out.
I misunderstood the question once again.
So,
But yeah, how did I?
All right,
Anyways,
it's a clever one. I do like that question. It's a clever one. All right then. Moving on now. Mega Centurion. Your question. For which team did Jarno Trulli take his only Grand Prix victory? Is it A, Renault, B, Toyota, C, Prost, or D, Jordan?
Renault. Monaco 2004.
9 points.
The Trulli train.
Seems to know his stuff. He seems very confident. And it is Renault.
Yeah.
9 points for you. Taking the lead of the quiz so far. And you are correct. Down to the button. 2004 Monaco. So, well done, Centurion.
Thank you.
Right, next question. This is for you, Muddy Biscuit.
Okay.
In what year did Nigel Mansell make his F1 debut? Is it A, 1980, B, 1979, C, 1982, or D, 1984?
82.
So you're going with C, 1982.
Maybe 84 now, is it?
Unfortunately, it's A, 1980. A couple of years before.
Oh, so he went 12 years without a title.
We had to work his way up, and I believe he started off very like one of those low back market teams before working up. But yeah, 1980 was Mansell's debut.
Came really close for Williams in 87, didn't he? They had that puncture.
Alright, so next question. This is for you, Hippo. I'm willing you to get one right. Really willing you to get one right. Come on, Hippo.
This is an easy one.
I'm behind you. This one's... You've really got to think about this one, but okay. This one. How many times did Michael and Ralf Schumacher finish first and second in a Grand Prix? Was it A, 9 times, B, 7 times, C, 5 times, or D, 3 times?
C5.
For 8 points, go with 5 times. Was this a guess or this?
I don't know. I was going to
Imagine
go none, but that wasn't an option. So
Well, they have finished first and
Three
second, I'll
times.
tell you that.
3 times, I think.
The answer is C. 5 times. You are correct, Hippo.
no.
8 points. Well done, Hippo. Yes, 5 times they finished 1-2. So, very nice record there. So, well done, Hippo. A question for you. Right. Lincoln,
Yes.
you're next. This question. Who is the only one of the following drivers to have driven for Williams in the season after winning the World Championship with them? So they've won a World Championship with Williams and then came back to them. Whether that be a year or so or much later than that. Okay, you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it A, Nigel Mansell, B, Damon Hill, C, Jacques Villeneuve, or D, Nelson Piquet?
C.
So you're going for C, Jacques Villeneuve for 9 points.
Yeah.
And you're right up in the mix.
Yeah.
I guess, again, I guess.
Yeah.
Of course it's a guess.
I wouldn't know that.
Does anyone know else for real?
No.
Mansell came back
Hey.
for one race in '93, didn't he? Did he?
I don't know.
Came back from McLaren. He drove McLaren in that instance.
Villeneuve.
The answer is C, Jacques Villeneuve. Well
Luke.
done.
Yeah. Both of them people.
Puts
Pick
you on
yourself.
18 points, which is a few points behind Centurion, who is currently leading.
Ooh.
Alright.
Fear.
And the last question of the round, we are going to Locker, and I think you might have locked out with this one. It's relatively easy.
No pressure.
Alright.
Go on then.
In what year did David Coulthard's spin trigger a first lap pile-up at Spa? Was it A, 1998, B, 1999, C, 2000, or D, 2001?
Hey.
Quarter of a second of getting 10 points, but it's 9.
No, is it right?
Is
Yeah.
it right?
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is. You did luck out. You did luck out on that one.
I had to bite my tongue when you started asking me because I
big
wanted to
brain.
jump straight in.
That puts you on 26 points and taking the lead
Taking the
so
lead.
far. Well done. 3 more rounds to go. So, the end of the drivers' round, we have Locker on 26 points. Second is Centurion with 23. Next, we have Lincoln on 18 points, closely followed by Muddy on 17 and Ali Ferrari on 17. And Hippo is off the mark on 8 points. Alright, so well done. Okay, so this next round is labelled the teams round. So we've had a round about the drivers. This is now about the teams in Formula 1. So again, you'll each get a question each. So we go to the first person, Ali Ferrari.
Mhm.
So, Eddie Jordan sold his F1 team in 2005. Under which name did the team start the 2006 season? Was it A, Marussia, B, HRT, C, Spiker, or D, Midland?
HRT.
4 points. Going for B, HRT.
Yes.
The answer is D, Midland.
Excuse me.
Midland F1 in 2006. took over from Jordan. HRT wasn't until 2011, I believe. Was it 2010? 2011,
2010.
I believe it was. 2010. 2010, thanks, Turin.
Shut off.
Yeah, Midland F1 in 2006 took over. So, no points there, Ferrari, but never mind. Take on the next one. Next question for Centurion. This is an interesting one.
Oh.
What engines did Williams use during the 1988 season? Was it A, Judd, B, Honda, C, Hart, or D, Renault?
Renault?
Oof, you're going for D, Renault.
I know there's a Renault in
did
like
use
92,
Renault.
so I'm just going that era. I'm just kind of...
They did use Renault at some point, you are correct, but what did they use in the 88 season?
I don't know, Jeff.
The answer is A, Judd.
Ah.
Because they were struggling for engines in that year apparently, and had to turn to a well, basically an engine I've never heard of Judd with 2 Ds on the end of it. So yeah, and they struggled a bit during that season naturally until they came to Renault. Alright, no points there, Centurion, but no problem. That was a tricky one, to be fair. Alright, Muddy Biscuit, you are next. Which team was the first to win 50 Grand Prix? Is it A, Ferrari, B, Maserati, C, Lotus, or D, Cooper?
Lotus.
Ooh, for 6 points. Put you back in contention with the top 2. Going for C, Lotus. Anybody else know?
So I think some of them
No.
were Ferrari, but I think Lotus had a lot of success in the
I would have
60s.
guessed Ferrari stuff.
The answer
Yeah,
is
so-
Lotus.
Ooh.
Lotus for 6 points, Muddy. So well done. 6. That puts you in the equal lead. No. Equal on points with Centurion now. Equal second place behind Locker. Alright, so next question. This is for you, Hippo.
Yeah, yeah.
Which F1 engine did McLaren test but not use in a Grand Prix in 1993? Is it A, Lamborghini, B, Renault, C, Peugeot, or D, Yamaha?
Lamborghini.
Ooh. Now, was this one a guess?
Yes.
That's
I
a
assume
really
so.
lucky guess.
Why did you go? Why did you go for Lamborghini? Any reason
Why
particular?
shouldn't I go for Lamborghini? I don't know. Seems like there's money
You are
there.
correct.
Take it.
You are correct for 8 points as well. Puts you on 16. So yeah, yeah. McLaren tested McLaren. McLaren tested Lamborghini in 1993, but never used it in a Grand Prix because, well, they struck another deal with another team, which I believe was Peugeot for that season. Yeah, they did test Lamborghini. I think it's the only time Lamborghini's ever been featured or anywhere close. But well done, Hippo. Right, Lincoln, next for you.
Yes.
You there?
Yes.
Okay. Right, interesting question. In which decade did Scuderia Ferrari win the most Grand Prix? Is it A, the 1950s, B, the 1970s, C, the 1990s, or D, the 2000s?
D.
Is that D or B?
D. Duh.
2000s.
The daddy.
Yeah.
Any reason in particular you went for the 2000s?
No, not really. Just
I'll
out
take
there for
70s.
most of them.
I'll take 70s.
That's the
I mean,
2000s because there's the most
Schumacher
races
won,
and
yeah.
they weren't
I'll
winning
take-
all the races.
70s. Must be 70s.
The answer is D, the 2000s.
Yeah.
Lincoln is correct.
2001.
Yeah, they're only like
For 9 points as well.
12 races a season in the 70s, so...
Well done, Lincoln. That moves you on to 27 points. All right, I was getting quite close to the top now. But can Locker extend the lead with the last question of the round? And it's an interesting question, I'll give him that.
Oh, God.
So you lucked out in the last one.
Didn't luck
You might
out.
not have lucked in... well, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. But this one is... It's an interesting one. So, which Grand Prix winning team beseeched the Great Chicken in the Sky to supply a replacement engine?
Huh?
Come on, you got to know this one.
Okay. Is it A, March? Is it B, Hesketh? C, Shadow? Or D, Tyrrell?
Tyrrell.
Those months.
So for 9 points, you're going for Tyrrell. I'm guessing this was a guess, because this is an out there question, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's the only one I've heard of, I'll be honest.
Okay. You not heard of Hesketh?
I would have Hesketh.
No.
Hesketh was one of the first teams that James Hunt was in.
Oh.
And they were kind of out there with their champagne and caviar that they brought to the pit lane.
Oh.
This is also a thing they did, because Hesketh is the answer.
Oh. Still winning
Yep.
that.
Apparently it worked. Apparently they did this and then managed to struck a deal with a team a week after they did this. So apparently it worked. But no points for you there, Locke, unfortunately. So that's the end of that round. And we have, what do we have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27 points for Lincoln. 26 for Locker. 23 for both Muddy Biscuit and Centurion. 17 for Ali Ferrari. And 16 for Hippo. So all very, very close. And I know we are pushing time for Warzone.
Don't worry,
So this
mine's
is
still
going to
downloading.
be... So this is going to be the final round, I'm afraid, because if I had the years question, that would take quite a bit. Which is unfortunate, but we do need to move things along. So for this round, the last round, this is all of this is going to act a little bit differently for you guys participating. You can now answer all at the same time, because each question is going to be for all of you.
Okay.
And to answer the question, you need to use the party chat.
Oh, God.
Oh,
For
shit.
those that know.
So, like, text.
B.
Tab 10.
You text in, yes.
Okay.
Go next, what's that?
Okay. You will have 15 seconds to answer and type the question in, or type your answer in.
Okay.
I'll give you a little bit more time. I'll give you a little bit of time. 20 seconds. You'll get 20 seconds to type your answer in. And the points will work. Nearest will get 3 points. If you get the exact answer, remember no cheating, because again, what's the point? You will get 5 points if you get the exact answer. And these questions, if you get the exact answer, it's clear that you have used Wikipedia or something to that effect. So...
Oh. Where's he gone?
Oh. Tyrion, no.
And Muddy's gone as well. Oh. Hello?
Where's Centurion? Please don't tell me he's lagged out.
Swear, it's just come up saying Muddy left. Never mind.
Oh, Centurion, no.
I'm gonna guess question one's this.
Alright, unfortunately we're going to have to go without him, because I know, again, we are pushed for time.
He's just wrote in the Discord to invite him back if somebody can do it quick.
Oh, there we go. I don't have him on my account, so could you, any of you guys do that?
I don't either.
Let me search.
Right, can someone also message somewhere in the Discord? I'll be done in 5 minutes. This will be the last questions.
Yeah, I'll do that now. I'm on there anyway.
Alright. I know they're waiting.
Oh, I haven't got the lobby
There
yet.
we go.
Is he back?
I know they're kind of waiting on me as well, so...
Ah, well.
Yes, indeed. You right there, Centurion? You back? Okay. Right, so are you all ready?
Yep.
So you will have 20 seconds from once I have said the question to put your answer in. So the first question. We have 4 questions on this, by the way. First question. Andrea Cesaris had the unenviable record of the most F1 starts but no wins. How many starts did he have? Time starts now.
Wow, what a range of answers.
So what Lincoln went for. And...
Alright. So we have...
I can't get a reply on the chat.
Yeah, I got your reply.
Okay, it's
150,
not
yeah?
appearing on my
You went
end then.
for?
Oh, I had to
Done it
scroll
3
down.
times, thanks.
Yeah, it didn't come up on my screen for some reason.
Alright. Lincoln, I've... because money put in there, what did you put?
135. I won up to.
135.
I
Alright,
went
so this
57.
is... This said, however many starts, no wins. The answer is 208.
Oh, Ali Ferrari might have
I
won
was
that
close.
slightly.
Ali with 3. Well
Yes.
done. Puts you under 20 points. He's catching back up. Can still win it.
Go away.
Look, you didn't help yourself.
Right.
The most starts.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, 208 starts and no wins. Poor guy. Right. And last 3 questions is... I know I'm pushing for time. I'm not rushing this. I'm getting pinged every right and centre. I'm not rushing it. We're ending this. So, last few questions. So, the first question. To the nearest point mile. How... And bear in mind, this is at the end of 2019. They may have made adjustments, but this is what the circuit was at the end of 2019.
Circuit.
These are all circuits and how big they are. So how many miles, point miles, you can, so it's something point something, is the Monaco Grand Prix, or Monaco track?
Miles, I think 2,000.
Miles?
Miles
2,000
is about
miles?
1
Miles.
Two
Miles.
What you mean 1
Hey,
lap?
Pub check Discord.
2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2.00.
I remember it was 2.00. Something with 5. That's all I remember.
So Muddy 2.0, Mega Centurion 3.9, Lincoln 1.8, Hippo 2.3, Ferrari, very exact, 2.005.
It was something with 5.
The answer,
at the end.
the answer is 2.074.
I think I was the closest. I was.
But then you didn't do it
I
to one
didn't go
decimal
for-
place.
Yeah, only did it to 1 decimal place. So you both get,
Technically it's not 2.1 rounded, but yeah.
yeah, you both get 3 points, Ferrari and Muddy. 2, 3. Nice. So well done on that.
Yeah.
That puts Muddy Biscuit onto 26 points.
I'm gonna
Ferrari
get
now
you.
on 23. All right.
So how many questions
The
left?
next circuit is this one and one more, and we're done. All right. The next circuit. How long is the Hungara ring?
Miles.
Hmm.
Ooh. Oh no, locker.
I think he's gone to play Warzone. They needed one more.
Yeah. I'd imagine that was the case. Alright, so you've got 2.8, 2.8, 2.7, 3.5 Lincoln.
And time.
I think he's gone already. Right, sorry about this, guys. We're gonna have to wrap things up now because those two have left. Obviously, Locker's got Warzone coming up, but right. Thank you for taking part. Sorry, I had to cut that short
who
a little bit.
Who was the closest in the last question, though?
The answer is 2.722. So yeah, so 2.8 there.
2.7.
I'm going to give an unofficial winner of this to Muddy Biscuit, but obviously things have gone wrong there, but we're going to have to move things on for our next event. Thank you very much for everyone taking part. Again, apologies for being rushed.
So how many points did each
I'll put it in the Discord at the end, as I need to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for everyone watching and taking part. Again, I wanted this a little bit longer, but we have priorities to do. We have our next event coming up. Please enjoy the rest of the stream, and once again, if you can send any donation that you can to the GoFundMe page, which will appear in the Twitch chat across the rest of the evening and the night, then please do so. Until then, we will see you everyone later. Remember, later on tonight we have the Shrimper Cup, the 3 races of Imola, Portimao and China. I will be racing and coming in those, so make sure you join in. So thank you very much for everyone watching, take part in this quiz. See you next time.